The Ravens pulled off a road win in Pittsburgh as both offenses struggled. Byron Leftwich was awful, threw for completed 18 passes, and it was 39. Joe Flacco wasn't much better. He only threw for 164 yards. The only guy doing anything out there was Anquan Boldin. He had 79 yards and 8 receptions. Andrew Luck got picked on in Foxborough as the Pats smashed the Colts 59-24. Luck had a decent game, 334 yards and 2 TDs, but Brady was too much. Over 300 yards, 3 TDs. Rob Gronkowski had 137 yards and 2 TDs, but broke his forearm on special teams, so he may be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Denver took out San Diego 30-23. Phillip Rivers just turned the ball over all game, 2 INTs, a fumble. Peyton made him pay. He threw for 270 yards and 3 TDs, but Denver did lose Willis McGahee to a knee injury. He could be out for 2 months. Green Bay went into D-Town and won. They scored 10 in the fourth to improve to 7-3 on the season. Aaron Rodgers went for 236 yards, 2 TDs, while Megatron did his best, going for 143 yards and a touchdown. 9-1 are the Falcons. After a win over the Cardinals at home, Rodney White, Matty Ice hooked up for 123 yards, but Matty Ice also threw 5 interceptions in the game, so that MVP
Marcel Reese
struggled for 103 yards in a losing effort as Oakland shits the bed against NO 38. The Panthers choke against the Buccaneers, losing in OT 27-21. The Bucs scored 11 in the fourth. Then Josh Freeman hooks up with Dallas Clark in OT, touchdown, game over. Doug Martin continues to shock the league, running for 138 yards in the win. Matt Schwab threw for 527 yards, 5 TDs as the Texans win a shootout with the Jaguars, 43-37 in OT. Andre Johnson was a monster. He went for 275 yards. 4 different Texans receivers had 50 yards or more. Now, Jacksonville didn't do too bad as well. Chad Henne and Justin Blackmon hooked up for 236 yards in the loss. The Jets snapped a 3-game losing streak against the Rams, and the Eagles are now toast. Totally crumbling against Washington, losing 31-6. RG3 went off, 200 yards through the air, 4 TDs, and 84 yards on the ground. The Browns win a tight one. The Browns lose a tight one to Dallas. Dallas scored 17 points in the fourth quarter to force overtime. And then Dan Bailey, that's a 38-yarder for the win. San Francisco smacked the Bears at Candlestick Park on Monday Night Football, 32-7. Let the quarterback controversy begin in San Francisco because Alex Smith, the Rook, who knows? The Dolphins and Buffalo played. Dolphins choke, lose to Buffalo. They couldn't complete a pass in the second half. Buffalo and Miami both sit at 4-6. The Bengals got back to 500 with a 23-point win over KC. AJ Green was a monster as usual. He went for 91 yards and a TD. While Matt Castle was pulled for KC and Brady Quinn went in, and he was awful as well. So it doesn't matter. That O-line's junk. KC rebuild.